When it comes to animals, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Some people consider their pet iguana to be the prettiest creature on the planet, others prefer a furry friend they can kiss and cuddle. We're not here to talk about your average, adorable dog or cat. We wanted to highlight those lesser-known, exotic pets that range from a miniature pig to a leopard gecko and everything in between. The cutest, unusual pets we just can't resist, from least to most expensive. Though many unbelievably cute pets are exotic animals, very few can be legally owned in the US unless permitted. Confirm with your state's Department of Agriculture and check with your county or neighborhood association before purchasing these animals. The opossum is an unusual pet that we can't recommend for most people. They're not intended to be pets at all, but for a select few, they've proven to be surprisingly cute and cuddly companions. Small marsupials are heavily misunderstood, and many people mistakenly believe they're disease-ridden and aggressive. That couldn't be further from the truth. Opossums are peaceful creatures that love to climb, sleep upside down and adore exploring. In the wild, these are fantastic traits to have. In your home, it's a bit more complicated. They're difficult to manage, and the only people who should really keep these wild creatures are trained wildlife rehabilitators. These animal lovers have the experience to know when a sweet little opossum is too reliant on humans to return to the wild. We're also willing to dedicate the time and effort needed to give an opossum the correct diet and adequate exercise. So appreciate their efforts and enjoy their adorable opossum pics instead of putting one yourself. Most pet squirrels are young rescues that have been abandoned or fallen out of their nests and are unable to be released back into the wild. Adorable, bushy-tailed rodent, the American gray is the most common squirrel in urban, suburban, and rural areas. They are the longest living rodent in the world, some living up to 20 years in captivity. Although difficult to domesticate, the squirrel is intelligent, playful, and can even be leash-trained through positive motivation. Can also recognize their name when called. These attractive geckos get their name from their colorful skin, which is usually yellow and white with black dots. They also have eyelids, which is a unique quality among geckos. An excellent low-maintenance pet, they will tolerate some socialization as long as they are not overhandled by their owner. Leopard gecko will chirp, squeak or wave its tail to communicate if it is hungry or feeling threatened. They are best kept in a 15 to 20-gallon tank with a heat bulb to keep them warm. Dwarf Hotot is a domestic breed of rabbit that is a cross between a white Hotot and a Netherland dwarf rabbit. They are striking bunnies with white coats and black ringed eyes that make great pets for children due to their playful, sweet temperament. Dwarf Hotot is best housed indoors in a large cage but will need time out each day to interact with its owner. Sugar gliders, also known as flying squirrels, are delightful little marsupials with a thin membrane-like skin that reaches from the front to back limbs, enabling them to glide from tree to tree in the wild. They are curious, social and sensitive animals that need a lot of human interaction to remain tame. They are happiest when housed with a mate in a large cage that has plenty of playing and climbing space. If you have a pasture in the backyard and like the idea of owning a llama, only a short one that doesn't spit, an alpaca might be the pet for you. They're tremendously fluffy, and their wool can be spun into warm, soft yarn. Their fuzzy faces are impossibly cute, and they can be affectionate when well socialized. Still, they come with a few challenges. They're social creatures that normally live in herds, so keeping at least 2 is critical. 3 or more is even better. They're legal in every state, but since they're considered livestock, don't try to keep one in your backyard in the suburbs. Mini donkeys are extremely cute, both in appearance and personality. The term mini, however, should be taken with a grain of salt. They are mini, but only if you realize how large a normal donkey is. Large, adult donkey can weigh around 1,000 pounds, while mini donkeys rarely exceed a petite 350. For those living in rural areas with enough space, keeping a pair of mini donkeys is a ton of fun. They're friendly and affectionate, and many owners compare their personalities to that of a dog with hooves. Squirrel monkeys are one of the coolest exotic pets to own, and one of the cutest unusual pets period, but they're also one of the most ill-advised. Cost thousands of dollars, and keeping one is like having a fluffy toddler that never grows up, except toddlers can't scale every shelf and break into the fridge when they need attention. Squirrel monkey is fun and playful for those who can handle their acrobatic energy, but the 25-year commitment dissuades most from giving monkey keeping a try. That said, if you really want one, they're legal in many states. These stunning animals look like miniature foxes with oversized ears and have a high energy level that may not be suitable for someone looking for a quiet pet. Fennec foxes do not enjoy being handled too much, but they love to engage in a game of fetch and need plenty of outdoor space for regular exercise. This regal, nocturnal African cat looks like a small version of a cheetah but with a shorter tail. Servals are friendly but not very affectionate and need a lot of exercise due to their high energy levels and playfulness. They are agile jumpers that require a large enclosure if kept outside. Although it takes a lot of patience to domesticate a serval, they can be litter box trained if kept indoors. Domesticated silver fox is one unusual pet that we recommend appreciating from afar. Domesticating foxes is a relatively new endeavor, and the process is far from complete. They were selectively bred by a scientist in Russia, creating a line of tamer, more dog-like foxes. They're beautiful to look at and their huge personalities are delightful to watch, but not so delightful to deal with 24/7. If you think owning a dog is a lot of work, multiply that by factor of 10. And you might come close to the level of care a domesticated fox requires. While they're much more affectionate with humans than a fox found in the wild, they still have all of the energy of a wild animal. With that in mind, they're pretty stinkin' cute. Brilliantly blue hyacinth macaw is the largest species of macaw and one of the most coveted in the bird trade. Considered gentle giants that are easy to handle, affectionate and playful. They're also very bright and demand attention, chewing on whatever they can reach. They can be loud at times, particularly if not given enough outlets for their boundless energy. Wonderful pets for the experienced keeper, but only if you're willing to make a 50-plus year commitment. Parrots are known for their remarkable longevity, with some reaching age 60 and beyond. If you're up for the considerable challenge, have the space for a large enclosure and an extra several $1,000s to spend on acquiring this rare bird, the hyacinth macaw might be a good choice. What's not to love about a majestic horse in miniature form? These elegant animals are extremely friendly, intelligent, docile creatures that are easy to train and will bond closely with their owners. Miniature horse comes in all sorts of sizes. Some are stocky like ponies, while others have slimmer bodies and long legs like the more refined breeds of horses. Ideally, they should be kept outdoors with enough acreage to run. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check for your state requirements before getting exotic pets. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like.